Welcome everyone to oh man, excuse me. Joke Stovat versus German efficiency. Uh we have German efficiency starting out on attackers tonight. And this one I'm excited to see, man. I think that it depends on what mode we see each team in, right? We saw a chink in the armor last week with Joke Sova, and we know K4 and Respect and the boys can deliver. And if those two things coincide, I think we might see the upset, man. What do you think?
Uh, yeah, like you said, it's both teams need their top fraggers to show up, but obviously there's always more going on. Even if you're not top fragging in Valorant, there's tons of info and smoke and aerial denial stuff like that. Like, yeah, we'll see. This should be interesting. Do you know their records? Otherwise, I will look it up real quick. Oh, both 2-1. Okay. So, yeah, this is I mean this whole week really there's been a lot of 2-1 matches going on. So this one's big. This
Yeah. Your comment a second ago about area denial, I think is super huge for Ascent, right? Uh the sites are rather compact when you compare them to like Haven or something like that. And the Killjoy ult, for example, hits all of B site, like every last stitch of it. So abilities like that play a huge role on this map.
Yeah, especially on, like you said, on this map. There are spots on both A and B where a Killjoy ult hits the whole thing. There's pretty big areas. Neither team has a Brimstone, so that doesn't matter as much. But there are huge sections of the map that Brimstone ults can cut off. Like there's just a lot of really good options with big ults.
So we start out by seeing German efficiency set up for what looks like a full-on B main push with only one person from Joke Sova set up to defend. German efficiency does get caught out by the initial Sova arrow.
Revealing area.
Yeah,
and the two from mid market are responding.
Yeah, so one on site, but those two on mid are very quick. It's very easy to get there.
Right, you essentially have two flex players, right? Instead of like 2-1-2, you have two, and then like two people in half of each site.
Yeah, so they got the smoke and a raise bot, and they are rotating hard to A. It looks like they might be leaving. Nope, Sova's just messing around, seeing if they try and come behind.
So looks like Reyna and Cypher here are ready for either side for them to come from.
Yeah, they got a lot through middle here.
Oh, McCree does get K4 with a headshot from the Sheriff. Blam takes out Respect. 5v3. Still fights going on mid. Blam gets another one.
Yeah, good patience from Blam. Just sitting there. He's like, well, you're not hitting your shots. I'm not hitting my shots, but I trust mine more. I'll just hang out. I'll get him eventually.
30 seconds left. One enemy remaining.
Oh, Gluba takes out Wang. Rogue Mallard 69. Oh, and
turns to the side, checking the angles at just the wrong moment, and gets picked for it.
Collects his third of the round. Yeah, you're right, especially on defense, right? Blam of all people, the Radiant player in the league knows, I don't have to do anything right now. You guys have to come to me. I'm on defense.
Yeah, no forces. We're just seeing some general light buys coming out. Looks like we are going to see a full save from attack, though.
Yeah, some armor to make sure they try and take advantage of the little lead they got. And again, German efficiency leading towards B site.
Oh, that one-way smoke doing work for Disenchanted, but he's not able to pick anybody up.
Yeah, meanwhile, Blam answers with a grenade kill. Super T takes out K4 with a headshot from the Sheriff. Super T gets another one for Rogue Mallard. Team kills Respect with a grenade. And Super T getting a third to finish off the round.
Yeah, just a little bit of miscommunication there on, or maybe just missing where that grenade was going. Ends up getting him killed there.
Yeah, that same miscommunication killed 4 of our teammates at A on our last game. We lost 4 to that race. I know that miscommunication.
Saving Jokes Sova starting off real strong. Obviously, they got the ones they expected are top fragging. They're good on money from those 2 round wins. They do get info on 1 near long A.
Yeah, setting up for that A push. Sova just trying to get some info mid, but that smoke prevents it. A4 utilizing his smoke. Didn't quite hit the door, and Blue was able to capitalize on it because the smoke didn't quite hit. Meanwhile, Rogue Valorant was correct, picking up 2 as they enter. So they have to wait now.
Now we have them setting up for the retake. They kill that door.
Yeah, they're just setting up their spots. And we don't have a whole lot of push action yet, but they have the whole team there, it seems like. Enchanted. Oh, Blam gets 1. And Rogue Mallard respect answers.
Yeah, not able to spray transfer there. Spraying into hell.
Remaining 2 coming from heaven. Spaceman's Fist gets down the 1. They know the last guy is up there. Yeah, and Respect is able to wallbang him because that dart gave him the info he needed.
Yeah, Super T, he was seen a long time there from that Sova dart, and they were just sprayed from hell. They were sprayed from A main.
German efficiency again leading B, question mark? Nah, we'll switch it up. Alright, 2-1 here puts Joke Sova on a bit of a save. So few light guns here and there, but nothing too drastic.
Yeah, grenade immediately through mid.
Respect headshot Super T immediately. And another on McCree. K4 still just coming off that huge game last week and continues to convert. Already looking at a 5v2 before they've ever hit a site. Oh, Blue gets a huge stop. 2 down now. 3! Whew. Spaceman finally trades him out. Turns it into a possible 1v2 here. Like, this is at least, you know, conceivable. Disenchanted just with the sheriff, though. Here's the door going down, so we know he's going to expect someone towards that corner of the site.
Yeah, and he's going up against 2 real guns, I believe, here. He is going to get seen by contact. Right here. Oh, that was an awkward ability. I'm going to guess that was a fat figure.
Yeah, I'm guessing we tried to smoke or something, but why would you try any ability that
No. I do not think he was trying to smoke. I think he was trying to move, and he fat fingered an ability. I don't think that was supposed to be a different ability.
Yeah, that's the only thing that makes any sense.
Because as anyone who's played Omen is aware, you're super vulnerable when you're teleporting.
I will find them.
All right. Full buys, one Spectre coming out on Joke Sova, otherwise full buy for everyone. Taking the ult point so they know that they're outside A main, at least one of them. That camera should have gotten a little bit more info yet.
Yeah, they are split here. They got one looking mid, one B, just hanging around. The rest are messing around A. Looks like they might rotate out.
Yeah, considerably slower this round from German efficiency from what typically they've been doing. It usually seems like they try and push into, you know, lead on a site fairly heavy, and then if it doesn't work, rotate after. But this one is considerably slower. We're already less than a minute left and haven't really committed one way or the other. Respect finally gets an opening pickup on McCree in mid, and now he has an angle to CT.
One down.
Immediately transfers to Gloopa on catwalk.
Yeah, that was a very nice, just, you know, shot over there. Ooh, as he goes down on 2-3, going down to Super T.
Oh my God.
I think 3 in a row. We're not looking at him there.
He must stand for tank because this dude is just absolutely murdering everyone he sees. I mean, the 3K seems real regular right now.
Shot down. Out of charges.
Spiff getting one.
One
Looking.
enemy remaining.
Getting-
Oh,
Is
10
Super T
seconds
for a
left.
4K? Let's see it. Come on, buddy. Correct. Isn't
out
gonna
of
let this
time.
go. It's interesting that he's still
One
pushing
player
here.
standing.
Gets disenchanted,
will see
but
you
doesn't
again.
get the opportunity. And Super T does get the ace post round.
Yeah. So respect there.
Wow.
Respect. He didn't have time to plant the bomb, but he was going for the kills. He was expecting
Right.
them to be relatively close, and they were. He just didn't know that the last was on that lane there on the side.
Yeah, he didn't have the opportunity to convert on Super T, which he lost that fight anyways when he did get it.
Right, right. Super T, obviously, on top of the ace, also just played the timing on that very well.
Yeah, I'm surprised with Super T playing off of B consistently with this dart. He's not going
Revealing area.
like an Ares or an Odin every once in a while
Get out
to
of my
try and
way.
convert on that wall bang that's so efficient from Sova on B site.
Cage
Spike dropped.
All right. Starting off with what looked like checking for information mid from German efficiency.
Yeah, McCree definitely knows one's mid, and that's the Jet ult over there, trying to be aggro and push in with it.
Yeah, Jet on
Smoke
Ascent gets some
pizza.
really odd opportunities through mid to utilize her updraft.
Yep.
Spaceman Swift taking out McCree on catwalk. Now they're
Looks-
just hanging out in mid, having
Yeah,
a
it-
tea party.
And they are rotating one. It looks like they're expecting them to push through mid
I
here.
know exactly where you
Oh,
are.
that's going to be a lot of info.
They're still spread out, so there's no obvious place to push.
He's just holding this angle.
His teammates
And-
are pushing towards A right now. Disenchanted picks up K4.
Spike planted.
Yeah, and they have sight. Blam is trying to fight them off of it. Gets one.
Has his ult if he wants it. Able to dodge that shock dart, that's huge.
One enemy remaining.
Bluevin's Super T coordinating 2 kills there, leaves it at 4v1. Rogue Mallard gets one, but it goes down again to Super T. What a game. 10-2. This just absolutely a monster.
Yeah, Super T. Big this game. And Respect, I mean, Respect on the opposite side is trying to match him, right? But
When you're outpacing the Radiant player, that's a good game, man. That's a good game.
now it is worth noting.
This goes
Literally
here.
half those kills are from one round, and we're 6 in. But you know, it's those kind of rounds that just really they make you feel really confident for the ones going forward.
As one of my friends often tells me in game, scoreboard. Doesn't really matter how the numbers end up there.
Ray's bot coming in. Yeah, they are gonna have to shoot it. Grenade if they don't move. Okay,
No free damage.
yeah, they got very minor damage there. Ooh, gets picked up.
Immediately Disenchanted takes out Respect. Disenchanted gets a second on a Rogue Mallard, so knows the info, knows that that team is there.
Had a
Pulls him
good
down with a
flash.
blind.
Yeah.
Able to dodge.
Fakes a telly
Fake
here.
teleport? Nice.
Yeah, Owl doesn't see. Oh, but he does shoot.
Be fast.
Oh man.
For huge headshot. It's picked up by none other than Super T from Ledge on B side. Lamb just wallbanging here, trying to find any free damage onto people.
Yeah,
One
he
enemy
saw one when he's.
remaining.
Ooh, and he gets picked up as Blab pushes in. Gets a second, and that's it.
Okay, so I think so far we're unfolding like most people would expect this game to, right? Joke Sova coming out mostly ahead on the majority of rounds, obviously at 5-2, but German efficiency able to convert a few here and there. That being said, I think most people would agree when I say that this is a defense-sided map. So if we can see, you know, a handful more rounds out of German efficiency, I think they'll put themselves in a really good spot for second half.
I did
Starting
see.
on- Go
Yeah,
ahead.
one player on
You should
Saving
run.
Joe actually only had light armor, but They're pushing in here. There is the ult coming in. K4 picks one.
K4 hits this. Ooh, updraft immediately gets taken out by the Blam ult.
Killjoy not getting anything there.
Yeah, Blam now pinned up in heaven unless he wants to push through this
Spike planted.
cage from Cypher. Bomb is down. All of Jokes over is here for the retake.
He was using his C4 there to try and hurt the... Oh, but we have a Sova ult coming out. Lots of kills.
All that, yeah. Spaceman Spiff is able to pick up Super T. 2v1.
No.
And he gets picked off from Wang in hell.
Yeah, he takes a risky teleport there, and just doesn't pay off.
All right, Super T max money, so that'll even out for his teammate Disenchanted. So no money issues there. A little light on the side of German efficiency with a Spectre. If they lose this one, I think they'd still be able to force up the next round, flexing money between Spaceman and Wang.
I
I'm
don't
doing
think
the
they'll be
math
able to. They won't be able to get a full buy across everybody. Get a little bit of info on Blam here in mid. They got smokes everywhere though. Blam's playing aggro through this.
Yeah, he's hungry.
He's gonna be right underneath. He hears some of them running in their spawn actually. This is gonna be great info for his team.
Yeah, this is huge. Yeah, and
Yeah,
we already see two people from Jokes over rotating off of A towards C through CT.
Yep. Oh, he peeks and gets taken out by Rogue Mallard there.
Yeah, Rogue Mallard picking up Blam is huge.
Super T with the patience. He gets 2, 3, 4.
And the second ace for the game for Super T. Let's go!
Super T showed up huge. Love that patience. And so he shot at the second person after waiting. He like waited, and then the second person finally showed up. He shot them. He didn't. I don't even think he realized he killed a third, like the third person there.
I think that was cool. I killed 2 of them. I'm not letting go of this button. We're going to slide lock, man.
Yeah, he literally one maybe 2 bullets, but it killed both those people, and then he was immediately looking for more. Oh, that was perfect. Well played.
Super T knows they're not starting on B main here.
They're probably afraid of him.
I mean, I'm afraid of him and I'm casting.
Cage triggered.
Location revealed. They do see them pushing in. Respect getting held up by that. No one shoots it for him.
No one helps his teammate, yeah. Disenchanted is able to get a pick before he's smoked off and the Killjoy grenade stops him.
Before ulted, jumps up.
Spike planted.
Wang gets the plant down. K4 just not getting the info he needs to utilize his ult.
Remaining.
Oh, Super T takes him out anyway. Super T with another 3K.
Man.
3 3Ks and 2 aces? Over 9 rounds?
Flawless.
Like,
Yes, yeah, that math works out. 19. That's exactly what that is. Okay, so here's the math. Super T either gets a 3K or nothing. Or 3K or better or nothing. There's no in between.
and yeah, they almost all have full everything. He still needs to buy himself some armor, but besides that, he's full money. Their team's doing great on cash here. Is he gonna forget to buy armor?
No, there we go.
All right, there it is. All
I mean,
right.
how are you not full money? You get a 5K every 2 rounds. It's a lot of money. Fine. Man, at this point, he could afford to buy the other team guns.
Yeah.
Just so we could farm more kills. You know what I'm saying? All right, Respect picks up the first kill on the Blam.
Yeah, he does go fairly low there, but I mean, taking out Blam is big here. But obviously, they have a second obstacle to get through here. Killjoy ult.
Here's that Killjoy ult that we were talking about pre-game, right? So
Yep.
they now cannot safely enter into A. They can like kind of peek around heaven, but that's all they get.
Yeah.
Super T starts with Rogue Mallard.
Spike planted.
Yeah, Mallard was playing late and rotating through there and just gets picked.
Who's gonna be the second kill?
Gonna get this arrow on, get some sight, try and figure out where somebody is. They shoot it immediately. No real info.
Just the fact
Is it
that
blind?
someone's there.
Take flight.
An owl as his teammates engage on in there.
He's using that old go aim main to check. I don't think he saw that Sova. I think
He's
the
gonna
timing
get
was
killed
just-
if he doesn't.
Oh, he didn't check the corner. Gets the second. There it is. Come on,
player
3.
standing.
Oh, the streak's over. I jinxed him. Caster jinx. My fault. I'm sorry, buddy. I
And
did you
Gluba
dirty.
has to, yeah, Gluba has to back out. They weren't able to get that done quickly enough. Wang dies to the explosion.
Last round in the hash.
7-4. So obviously the attackers are hoping to get this. Only 2 rounds difference on defense.
That goes there.
Uh,
That feels pretty good on attacker side.
Yeah,
Especially
I think,
when you're staring at Super T, who's just been murdering your team, right?
yeah, I think anyone is realistically happy with 7 to 5 on attackers
Oh, this
on
is
this
my
map.
spot.
Anything less is, 4 to 8 is okay. Anything less is kind of a disappointment. Maybe you feel a little light, but
Ooh, respect again.
yeah, immediately he's been getting a lot of those first bloods. Completely block off all that vision from mid so that they can swarm it, and now they can flex any one of the 3 directions that they want. It looks like they're sending, who is the Raze on their side? I'm forgetting. Well, Raze in any case, A main for a little bit of information maybe. Rogue Mallard.
Yeah, and they're fairly close to each other here. Gonna be peeking. Not getting
No,
anything there. Shock dart gonna hit him.
A little bit, not too heavy. Takes out the armor. Oh, and misses that entry. Super T picks up Respect with the Ode, and Spaceman Spiff immediately trades him out.
Yeah, those bullets, I'm pretty sure he walked through the spray because the bullets just fired a little bit too slowly there.
Wang
He's
gets
gonna
the plant.
Yeah, he's gonna
Spike
see someone
planted.
on stairs here.
You gonna wait for his
One
He's
enemy
gonna
Nope.
hero mode. Okay, K4 is able to catch him before he's able to make that decision for himself.
Yeah, and Gluba with a big ask in front of him. There's no reason to save, so
Right.
you go for it, but it is 1v4.
Does have his ult if he wants to see what positioning they're using for his entry.
Oh,
Sova was immediately posted up, and so was Raze with all that damage, and yeah.
yeah, that's unfortunate. He did, like you said, he had his ult.
Switching
he
sides.
didn't reload before he like aggro pushed through that door. Like,
Yeah, I think the thought process to take out the door before you ult is correct, right? Because otherwise you ult, they're gonna move, then you bang the door, and they have all that information of where you're coming from. Whereas if you flip it, well, you get to...
sure, but it's got a cast
Either.
time.
No, I know. I'm just saying you at least get the information of what their response is to you breaking the door, right? How they react to you doing that.
Yeah. With where that door was at before he decided to break it, there he could have started the ult, then broke the door, and he still would have got info afterwards.
Yeah, fair. All right. Round 1, second half. 5
Yeah.
and 7, I think, is exactly what they were looking
That's
for.
going to get a lot of info. They did not kill it in time. They saw a lot of people there.
Yeah, Sova is just huge on Ascent, being able to immediately gather that info for B main.
Mallard rotating behind as they spray through.
K4 and Spaceman Spiff pick up a couple kills. Spaceman Spiff gets a
One
second
player
before he goes down to
remaining.
Gluba. Rogue Mallard picking up Super T. Just
Headshot.
Gluba left. Gets K4. Get
What?
my Wang! Let's go,
These-
buddy! Oh,
Those flicks were ridiculous.
they were instant and dead on. Like, no ifs, ands, or buts about them.
Like, holy shit. Funnily enough, the exact opposite of what he did over holding the catwalk angle, where he just held the perfect angle and just clicked at the right time. That time he's just like, oh, flick over here, flick over here.
Yes, this should do.
Yeah, so German efficiency here, having the in my opinion, big leg up of having 2 sentinels, right? So now you get to split them between 2, and you have lots of defensive utility on both bomb sites.
Yep. Oh, K4 getting some info. Saw 2 in mid. It does look like they're all pushing cat right now. They are stomping a bit, so they might know.
Yeah, don't have any information from tree room, but they're also not seen either.
They rotate off.
Baseman Smith gets 1.
Oh,
Respect gets McCree in mid.
One enemy
It's the
remaining.
second. Another kill happened there. I didn't count for. Gluba getting respect, and as Rogue Mallard picks up 1 as well.
Careful, cage trigger.
yeah, and now they know where he is.
Poor Gluba, man.
Oh,
Just having PTSD of that last round of the first half. Like, why? Not again!
he full ran into market, and then the door was closed, and he just kind of turned around like, this is it. This is where I die.
Alright. Full buys on... Oh, not quite full buys, excuse me. Broken buys off of German Efficiency here, having 2 AKs, 2 Spectres, and a Stinger, and then 2 Phantoms and a Vandal AK. I keep using that word. 2 Spectres and a Vandal on Doksova.
Yeah, they got an A split here. Slowly pushing up there. Yeah, they're just taking this slow. They are gonna get seen in tree room here.
Cover going out.
So they see that Omen smoke come out, so they know that there's multiple there.
There's Squack spraying through, I think. I'm not sure if they push through that smoke or not, but he gets 2 headshots there.
Yeah,
One
his teammates
player
were
remaining.
already there from B. Respect getting a 3rd. Rogue Mallard picks up 1 with his grenade.
Oh, I
He's
don't
the
think
only one left.
I don't think he saw him. Yeah, he could have seen Risquect up there, but I don't think he noticed him.
So far, playing out just perfect for German Efficiency, right? Okay, we're gonna take 2 Sentinels. We might be a little bit light on of perfect half on offensive rounds, but you expect that on Ascent anyway. But then you got to capitalize on defense, and so far so good, right? 3-0.
Yeah, it's definitely a great place to start. They did force the enemy team onto a save round here, so just a bunch of pistols, some light armor. So we're probably going to see a fairly aggro play here onto A site to make use and try and get some better angles for them with these pistols.
Lamb sends his Boombot out for some info.
Grenade gonna slow him.
All right then. Respect and Wang each getting 1 before Super T takes out Respect. Bombs down. Oh, and now it's caught in the Killjoy grenade. Nobody can get it. And a second one. And they're just throwing all of their damage utility, just to land as much as they can. They still have sight on that bomb, so they have to risk themselves if they want this back.
Oh,
Big Spiff is able to pick up McCree there.
One enemy remaining.
and another one. How about another? Nope,
Oh,
gets
K4
taken from
gets
behind.
Blank. Yeah.
Yeah, some confusion going on there from the attackers actually, because Blam shot that Reyna flash.
Twice, yeah.
The enemy team doesn't even have a Reyna.
I was like, bam, bam, doesn't go down. Okay, buddy. Yep, we're gonna keep going. I feel your pain. I've definitely been there. 100% know that pain.
Like it happens, but the enemy team straight up doesn't have a Reyna, so it's just unfortunate. It's the kind of thing you look back and you go, fuck.
Hey, man. Even Radiant players are people, man. Rogue Mallard starting out with his Boombot trying to get some information from Catwalk. It's not going to see anybody though, as we have a 3-2 split to B main and mid. Enemy Jet just taking a very shallow angle from CT rather than playing the more common market or pizza angle. Well, more common in my opinion.
Yeah, there's a ton of enemy smokes there though. He's playing defensive against those. Spiff should see 3.
Yeah, that's huge. So now follows up with the shock dart to see if they're still there. Man, if he had his ult, he would just be Lamb is able to pick up one. Rogue Mallard and McCree, they know exactly where Spaceman Spiff is.
Omen just teleported. He thought he went market, but he actually went into smoke and then pushed.
Yeah, but Wang is looking that direction, is able to pick up Disenchanted. He read that teleport. Good for him. Bluey grabs respect, excuse me.
2v3, looking at him. Oh,
30 seconds left.
Placing swarm grenades.
that didn't go where he wanted.
No.
There they are.
One enemy remaining.
Oh, his arrow gets some good info.
He doesn't have to play too aggressive here. The bomb is not down. He has his teammate. He can just play for time.
One enemy remaining.
Oh,
10 seconds left.
he just has to play for defending this.
Oh,
No,
that
don't-
grenade was so perfect. Oh!
Oh man, last second from Blam,
Yeah.
and he does get the bomb down.
Yeah, Blam just read that situation perfectly, right? Knew that he was running out of time and he had to play the aggressor and win that way, right? With 9
Yeah.
seconds left, trying to force on someone, you cannot get the bomb down in any kind of safety, because as soon as they peek you have to stop and then you're out of time, right? 4 seconds to plant the bomb, no way. That grenade was so perfect to flush the center, meaning you only had to worry about the wings. Coming from that angle, you start wide and then can check left afterwards very safely.
Yep. Yeah, and Blam just had a lot of kit to use there. They're pushing up aggro. Get one.
This is the new tactic from Dirtfish. We haven't seen this yet. They do, and it does benefit them. Immediately picking up 2. McCree trades out 1, but overall, we like 2 for 1s on any round. Ooh, K4 missing most of the spray, is able to finally pick up Disenchanted there. I'm just checking, making sure it's safe before he grabs this bomb and pieces out of here.
Yeah, that was weird. They had downed the spike, but I don't know if they didn't notice or what, because they actually back out of there and allow him to take it.
Well, so that was the 2 that had pushed up right aggressively, and McCree was able to clean him up. Lamb does have his ult, as does the Reyna here.
Interesting
30
grenade
seconds
that's
left.
going to give him some info that they're...
Yeah, exactly. So I think, I don't know.
Placing
Yeah, and
swarm
they're going to run out of time. They have to go for this A push, and they're just about to push A main. Turret getting info.
Yeah, Wang using his turret for free information there. He throws out the grenade right after it collects it. Blam pops his ult.
10 seconds
Gets
left.
a little bit of splash damage, not going down though, and Rogue Mallard picks him up while
Yeah.
Wang kills his teammate.
Yeah, gets decent damage on both of them, but they spread pretty well, and he got a little greedy going for both, rather than just picking one to murder.
Super T significantly slowing down after that first half, right? I think he finished at 21 kills. He's now only had 4 over the past 6 rounds.
Yeah, and I mean, some people just play. I mean, this isn't what happened. Some people just play better on attack or defense, but he just popped off on
Right.
defense.
Yeah. I agree with you. I get what you're saying, but yeah, like you said, that is not what accounts for that.
It's like an aggressive smoke and push up through mid. They are in lower mid now. K4 backing it up. They're all there.
They just have that mid, all 5 of them.
Enemy down.
Oops, Squack's able to take out one. That smoke is going to let them... Well, they didn't run through it, though. They ran in front of it, so that he was able to get another one. Spaceman Spiff is able to collect one with his ult because his teammates gave him all that information. Yeah, and they're just able to use that as a funnel. Just channel all of your bullets that direction and clean them up.
So Spaceman Spiff did get one with his ult. Unfortunately, it was his teammate.
Oh, was it? I missed
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
That's funny. I was just reading kills. Oops. Should pay attention to the colors, huh? Green
Yeah.
and red, not that hard.
So speaking of ults, we see a lot of ults ready. 2 for defense, 4 for offense.
Out. Time for a field.
One of
We're
which
gonna
is
see-
the Killjoy ult on defense, though. That's a huge delay.
This is going to be an explosive round. There's going to be a lot of ults used.
So what do you think? Do you think you use them like all four just go
No.
in there real
No,
hard?
no,
You-
no.
you-
Definitely
you-
not.
Right, you sprinkle them out,
I'm
utilize them as
expecting I'm expecting at least 2 to be used on offense here. A super late dart coming in to get info on A.
unfortunately isn't quite the right position to get any information. Blam does pick up Rogue Mallard.
Right down.
The hunt begins.
Here comes one ult.
You should run.
Squeck just waiting for that smoke to drop.
Yeah, and Killjoy there immediately planting that. Looks like they are going to...
Yeah, that forces him right off.
Ooh.
Bowman does get detained. Teammates come in to try and defend him, but that just lets Blank pick one up.
Oh, he's getting sprayed so hard because he was seen through that wall.
And meantime, Blam had killed Squeck there, so it leaves him with the 2v4.
Spike planted.
Spaceman Smith throws a shock dart out, but it doesn't really pick up any damage off it. Both players going to tree room here. No one's window.
Look,
Spaceman drops
oh.
Super T. Wang goes down to disenchanted. Just Spaceman left. 46 health.
Yeah, looks like he's going
not
for a
trying
save.
to. Yeah. Maybe grab an exit or something. Other than that, save the AK.
Yeah, you can hear a ton of them going aiming. Ooh, he's actually pushing towards it. Oh,
I mean, they can afford it, right? At yeah,
disenchanted!
At 11.
A lot of kills coming down there after the round was already decided.
Yeah. So 11-9. German efficiency up. Still able to get a full buy. K4 on an op. I don't think we've seen an op at all the entire game. So this will be new. And Lamb's team is also able to get their full buy in.
Yeah, I mean, they've done a really good job here clawing their way back on attackers. Both teams doing very well on attack right now.
Defense.
Sorry, yes, defense.
Yes.
Words. Oh, saw him. Oh, misses the shot. Here's some coming A main. Sees one.
Terminated.
Trades.
Squeck grabs another on Gluba.
Yeah, with that push through, they keep getting pushed on.
They're still kind of split through mid and A. They hear that door go down, so they know that entrance is shut off for them. This is going to push Blam either CT or just wallbang it down, but that gives them even more info. Kind of hanging out. They are rotating towards B. So best guess here is that he's going to send his two teammates in first before he makes any action whatsoever, right? Pull that aggro somewhere else, pull their attention over to B site before
30
he
seconds
goes
left.
to move in and tries to pick up one on an off angle where they're paying attention to teammates.
Ooh, nice shot from Blam. And ulting.
Satchel out.
Oh, goes up. There's some flights action. Let's go.
They're running out of time.
13 seconds left. Spaceman
That's
50
Mike.
downs
10
the
seconds left.
bomb carrier. If they
One
play this
player
properly,
remaining.
they might be able to just leave one safe.
Wayne.
Wait, no,
Don't
don't do it,
push.
buddy.
Oh,
Clutch.
Yeah, nice read. Nice read.
he is so lucky they didn't go hunting for him.
Match
Oh,
point.
Oh,
I don't
man.
mean to root for one team or another. I just like rooting for the smart play, and the smart play there was to just sit and wait it out. If they're gonna get the plant, they're gonna get the plant no matter what. You might as well give your chance of winning. And if they didn't have the time, well, it doesn't really hurt you then to just wait for the plant, because afterwards you have what, 40, 45 seconds? I forget what the actual bomb timer is to worry about the retake, or even decide to retake because you don't need to. Sure, 45 seconds because you didn't need to retake there because his team is up. They can afford that round.
I'm pretty sure the timer is just always shorter than you want, but longer than you need. They're playing a very defensive defensive A hold here.
Wang just wallbang and gets free. Wow.
Oh, great grenade.
Blam gets Wang for completely free. Wallbanging and grenade. Full damage. Wow. Meanwhile, Gluba and McCree both get kills, putting it down to 4v2. Scratch transferring off of B.
They take out that turret after Gluba almost dies to it.
Spike planted.
K4 still in mid.
It looks like he's aware that there's someone was B main.
Yeah, it
One
looks
down.
like
Yep.
he's waiting for there. Gets the McCree. Respect gets super TO. Suddenly a 2v2. He uses his ult. Oh, at least he got the ult off, so his teammate's going to get some information as to what their positions were. But, you know, once that goes out, the enemy team knows to reposition. They don't have to hold those same angles.
K4 heard the camera. Yep, he gets seen, so they're aware now. He's ulted. He's going for it. He has to. Double jump through.
One enemy
Right,
remaining.
yeah,
Right click.
Gets the right click. Misses the second one on the Gluba. Oh. Man. You gotta love the aggression on the duelist, right? That's what makes the game fun, man. Go in there, get those hero kills, finish out the game for your team. What a good try.
Yeah. I mean, obviously you can always say that, oh, well, we have a round, but like you're staring at 10-12. That's scary as hell, right? Also,
This goes
he
here.
almost had that. Like, it wasn't a bad play.
No, absolutely. And I think in the 1v2, you
Revealing area.
look at your character maybe a little bit, right? Go, what tools do I have to convert on this? And I think Jet's a good one to take in that situation, especially with the ult, as we saw.
All right. Oh, he's gonna see him.
Ooh,
Oh, so
K4
many.
takes out Disenchanted. Super T trades K4 out.
Rogue Mallard gets a grenade.
Yeah, Rogue Mallard's still hanging outside B main as his teammates are dying in A main.
I
We
have
see
the
almost
spike.
everyone rotated over to A. They did see the spike, but again, they gave it up. They just weren't looking at the spike. Oh, but they see him now.
One enemy remaining.
Wang picks up McCree. Oh, that was Blam. That was Blam over at B before, not Rogue Mallard. I said the wrong race.
Yeah,
There, my bad.
and they have full info that
You
he's
should
hanging
run.
out there.
Taking no chances. They know full well who they're playing against here. But Blam also knows he's got to
seconds
do
left.
something about it.
Yeah, he's trying to rotate around. They all saw him there.
Time's
think they
working
just
against
heard him.
20 seconds left.
They heard him A main.
Yeah, he's
But they
not
weren't
being
looking.
any kind of shy about it. Blam gets one. 58 health left. Gets the second. Spaceman Smith finishes off
Defenders
the
win.
game for German efficiency 13-10 with a gigantic first half out of Super T.
Yeah, Blam definitely trying his hardest to clutch that out at the end. He rotates all the way around to A main, but just can't pick it up for his team. And so they're gonna lose 10-13, bringing a lot of this league closer together for a very scary hypothetical tiebreaker.
And so, and what we want to just take a brief moment to mention here is that we want everyone watching the stream to know that the Baddy League is running a charity stream on the 6th and 7th of November for Extra Life. Any subs that are given to the channel from now through that entire duration, all the way through November 7th, are being donated to the charity also. And again, that's Extra Life. The stream will be November 6th and 7th. I think the games scheduled are League of Legends and Overwatch.
Yeah, and there might be a couple other side things, but definitely tune in.
All right, with that, we will call it a night. Thank you all for joining us, and we will see you next week.